Welcome back, guys. Bitcoin saw here a small correction to the downside, and I see everybody is going absolutely insane about such a small move to the downside. I will show you exactly what happened and why I'm not worried at all about this tiny move to the downside. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning in here, guys, on this Tuesday here. Once again, I directly want to jump into today's content here without any further ado and potentially say hi to everybody that's watching from Facebook. I also streamed today for the first time to Facebook. So here the Bitcoin exchange net flow from Binance is showing something really interesting for the last couple of days here, and that is that we see massive outflows from Bitcoin out of Binance. So, and that doesn't, of course, apply only to Binance. We see this across multiple exchanges, but this was now the only chart that I could find quickly. That would illustrate that. So, and what does that mean? So that means people are not panicking and starting to sell the Bitcoin. No, they're taking them off the exchanges, putting them into cold storage wallets where they're gonna keep them for an extended amount of time. Nobody knows, you know. So you can compare that with having cash under your mattress, like our grandparents had, and also hiding their gold there, you know, stashing it away. Basically the same thing, you know. So just that they have now a USB stick or a Trezor, a Ledger, whatever they have as cold storage, or what is the other one, EpiPal or something like that. Let me just move this here a little bit. I want this. Oh, do I like this more now? No. Yeah, like this, we can leave that. So that is the first thing. So and now ask yourself, when you see that people taking Bitcoin off exchanges and they're not selling, why should Bitcoin go lower? Why should the bull market be over? You know, because I see still people screaming for that. The bull market should be over. You know, so $126,000 was the top. We are all living on hopium. No. Also here, the bull market peak indicators, none of them has fired yet. Not one. Not one single indicator has fired. I had shown that to you guys here in the past. And actually, we moved backwards here a little bit to 100% hodl, you know. So, and here, 0% sell yet, you know. So, the indicators individually, of course, they look a little bit different when you go through here. But even here, you know, here, Bitcoin dominance, 90%. To Bitcoin has reached the top. So if you translate this into Bitcoin's price action of reaching $126,000, if that was 90%, you can easily calculate where this indicator will signal a potential top, and that would be around $140,000, $160,000. Not before that, you know. Not before. Yes. Okay, I thought somebody was on the door here, but it's a crazy storm going on outside, so it was most likely that. Then here the Bitcoin rainbow price chart indicator. Also there we are far away from anywhere near a top, you know, so we reach always at least the orange zone. Let it be only the yellow zone that we would reach. So here at current price, the yellow zone, that would be HODL, so $267,700 would be the price for Bitcoin if we're reaching only the yellow zone, not even the orange zone. The orange zone is above $367,800, and my personal price target for this run here in the worst case scenario is close to $200,000. So we are not anywhere close to these numbers right now, and Bitcoin is also not giving us any signs in the imminent short term that we will go there. And you can see this right now on the daily chart, for example. Yes, we got rejected from this upward sloping trend line, which is a multi-month support line for every single move that went into new all-time high that we are currently below. But when we came down here yesterday, all the way down here to $107,400, today we pushed back up above here the 0.5 level, $108,500. So as long as we can close today, we are getting a close above that level, we will see continuation. The worst case scenario, what could happen to us, is that we start consolidating, you know, and then we get the next move here to the upside. Maybe again another rejection, and then we are trapped between $112,000 and $113,000, and then we break above that line again. So we could see like a double consolidation and a staircase to the upside, you know, where we get here one impulse move, then again sideways chop, one impulse move, and then we're above that sideways move, next impulse move to the upside. So that is definitely possible that we see something like this here. But what I absolutely don't see is now something like this here, you know, and then here, and then again lower. Not really in the cards right now with everything that's happening here on the Bitcoin chart. On the 4-hourly chart, also here we are holding on to the golden ratio, 0.65, 0.618, 108,615 to 108,240 approximately. Here I still expect in the next coming hours a move at least back to the 0.786 and also a couple closes above there for multiple reasons. We have here multiple wicks already up here. I was yesterday getting a little bit concerned when I saw here this spinning top forming, because I was not sure, is that now, will that turn out to be a spinning top, will that be a tweezer bottom, because on like a lower time frame compared to like a daily or a weekly time frame, you cannot 100% be sure until you have the next candle. And when the next candle came, I was like, okay, there's a drop coming. So you have always to wait with a candlestick pattern like this. Let me actually zoom in here a little bit. You can see it's a little bit better for everybody that's on mobile. So when you see here something like this, so this is textbook reversal pattern. So, and then you need the following candle for direction. So direction was here after that candle confirmed, downside. So I want to mention here, I had told you guys yesterday, if we are failing to get above $112,000, $113,000, expect that we get a rejection, most likely back into the golden ratio. So, and this is exactly what happened. So we went a little bit lower than that, but overall the target was not that far off that I had given you guys. Now on the MDX algo, scalp gradient, so I just want to check here something. Okay. So here I told you that we were running up hot here and most likely could face a rejection from this big sell cluster from $112,000 to $113,600. This is where we got a rejection. We put in here a dot plot, not only on the scalp gradients, but also on the react indicator, and that led also then to the downwards momentum that was displayed in the reactor indicator. But also here you can clearly see that the underlying buy block here in blue gave us the support that we needed to push back to the upside. So here, if we for any reason, so because today is also a speech happening from Jerome Powell, crypto related, if there is something crazy happening that he comes somehow hawkish out, then we could come down here to like $105,000, $106,000, which would give you a really great opportunity to get here this trade setup that many of you guys have for sure missed out on when I gave it to you guys all the way down here on last Friday. So there might be an opportunity that you get another chance to get into this. So today, be a little bit careful until that speech has happened, but afterwards you can go crazy. You know, so I don't see why we should here remain a long time in these price levels. On the 30 minutes chart, also here, buy side liquidity was tapped before we went to the upside, and sell side liquidity was tapped. You can clearly see this here. Here, buy side, there was your entry from this trade. So if you actually caught this trade, amazing. So I want to congratulate everybody that was able to catch that. So then here, sell side liquidity was taken. Now we came back for buy side liquidity. Now we are going up again. So maybe some consolidation, and then you get here the next leg to properly take the whole liquidity out here, and then we move into the next range, and that is around $113,500. So here, if I would be currently in a Bitcoin trade, so I have allocated already all my money actually, and I'm quite in a loss. I will not hide that from you guys. Look at this, $12,800 in a loss currently, but I'm fine, you know, because I know where we are going. And we should also not forget I made all this money in profit before, you know, so this is just profit right now that I'm losing here. So I'm not really concerned about this at all. Now, and when we go back here to the 30 minutes chart, so worst case that I see happening here is a little bit more of consolidation before we get that break above $109,000, close here, get continuation, and then higher, only higher from here. On the deviation side, also here you can clearly see that this was just a distribution in that zone up here. 1 second, let me, here. So here, there's a massive distribution zone right now. This here. Let me make this in red. So here, that area, massive distribution zone. So we ran into this distribution zone, came back, retested short-term support, did not hold that short-term support yesterday, went below even the support below that, but then here, long-term support was coming in with a lot of buy orders, and that pushed us back up, and that created this deviation now below that short-term support that should have held as support. And yeah, right now you see that we are trying to retest this and to break above that. If we can manage to close a 30-minute candle above that, like a proper one, not the ones that is breaking above that level. So what you don't want to see is one candle breaking above here, and then the next one comes down again. So you want to see that, oh wait, whoa. A candle moves above that level, and the next one stays also above that. So and that is the candle where you want to enter this, to trade this here again into the distribution zone, into sell-side liquidity at $111,600. So, and with this trade setup, you could bank here 2.68% plus leverage that you are using. So we could be talking here about something like, I would use here maybe like 25x. So we are talking 70% roughly. Yeah, 70% is what you could potentially make on that trade. Yeah, and you could lose less than 25% if it goes against you. Yeah, 2.8. Yeah, 1 to 2.8 risk to reward ratio is absolutely fine on a trade like that. But again, you need to wait that we actually move. Oh, wow, now again that line disappeared. What's going on here? So yeah, there we actually move above that line here. But the current 30 minutes kind of is trying to push here. Once again, guys, if you want to trade with me together and end up in losing trades like this here, no, I'm actually joking. Again, this is only profit. If you want to trade with us together, guys, do it in the Telegram channel where I had sent here this amazing soul trade that I've personally closed for myself, but is still running for everybody else, slightly in profit. And more trades like this from Thursday onwards. I promise Thursday I'm going to send the first trade of the challenge. There is a $500 to $10,000 challenge where I help you guys to go from $500 to $10,000, but only if you have a Weex account, you know. So you need to sign up here on Weex. There is a link in the description. Exactly every single step is explained there, how you can do that, and you get in total $800 already completely for free in the first 3 days if you just sign up. Bind your phone and your email address, download the app, and deposit at least the $500, and you get $400 on top of that. So in total, you get $800 absolutely for free just for signing up there and having $500 parked there. So use the link in the description and then follow all the steps that are there, that I mentioned down there. So now, on the liquidation level side, sorry guys, I ate before I started the stream. On the liquidation level side, we have taken out some of the short liquidity that was above us and also some of the long liquidity that was below us, but nothing major has really happened here yet to both sides. So here we have no real directional candle that would signal that we go here and swap this liquidity, but the current 4-hourly candle, if we push a little bit higher, would suggest direction is to the upside. So how do I come to this conclusion? Really easy. You have an indecision candle, and that's the green candle here, and you have the current candle pushing to the upside. So if this push keeps going and we close like this, direction is confirmed to the upside, and also based on that, I would open a trade. There will be in the future more educational content also here on this channel where I just publish videos about educational lessons where I go more in depth into these kind of things. Yeah, so and I see here Bitcoin on the other screen actually pumping. So yeah, I think this screen froze again, but I am sure here we are still good. Yeah, we are still good over here. So in terms of liquidation levels, Bitcoin needs to reclaim the 50 moving average so that we can then move here in direction of $111,350 and $114,000 approximately. On the liquidation heat map, here we can clearly see that we have taken out some levels that were below us that I also mentioned yesterday, and now the highest area or the closest area of interest for market makers is at around $112,350, and above that $114,000. So let us reach $112,000 and we're going to short squeeze most likely into $112,500, $113,000. So there, if you want to trade something like this, you have to be really quick and with insane leverage. So what's going on with Bitcoin? Yeah, I'm going to get into this in a moment here. So the total free market cap also bouncing. We were here closer to $983 billion. Now we are back at $1 trillion. Here, really strong candle right now because Bitcoin is pumping for, I don't know for what reason. Maybe you guys know in the chat what's happening. If there is some news or something, because this is $1,000 candle almost. So not too crazy. You know, it's just a $1,000 candle, but still. So then, guys, altcoin trades still happening on Bybit. Also here, not gonna hide this from you guys. Don't forget, I try to be here quick always with my videos, so I'm leaving soon again. I have to get quicker at this. This is horrible that I take so long. So so here, not gonna hide this from you guys, but all these altcoin trades happening on Bybit. So here, that was almost $5,000 up yesterday. Now I'm $1,600 in a loss, but I allocated all my capital into this trade. I DCA'd down a little bit into this trade. So now the next time that it goes up to 4,800, I look at like 10K that are gonna cash from that. So again, altcoin trades happening on Bybit. You get up to $30,000 in bonuses there. Plus you can also get here a Bybit card, 10% cash back. Really amazing. So go and check out the link in the description. So now Ethereum gave you yesterday a perfect opportunity to re-enter at the original entry, or today we got pretty close to that. Now I would not enter this here unless you are willing to hold this at least to $4,300. Indicator still saying that we should go to the upside. So there's also nothing really wrong with that as long as we are holding here the $3,800 level, which is now a key support level. Here Solana was holding up a little bit better, to be fair. You can see it here on the daily chart. So this here, that looks more now to me like a tweezer bottom while we are going up. Just for the simple reason that we had here multiple weeks to the downside, and now we have like a hammer candle, and Bitcoin just keeps going, by the way. And also the indicator still showing more upside than anything else. So here the only thing that I would closely monitor is here this downward sloping trend line, because once that trend is broken with that horizontal level here of $190, expect that we're going to get an impulse move, most likely into $200 or even above that really quickly. Then here the trader just shown to you guys here was Mantle. We have broken out this downward sloping trend line, which is really bullish, but this current 1 hourly candle preferably needs to close above my entry of $1.76 and keep pushing that, because on the 4 hourly time frame there we're just getting started again. So here we are about to put in a buy signal soon on the stochastic RSI just pointing to the upside after a bullish divergence, and the MACD also going just sideways here. So if we can close this candle a little bit higher than where we are right now, then expect the next one to push even further past the $1.84, 85, and then the doors to $2 are open again. Here I would not change anything on a trading setup. If you're not in this trade right now, first of all, if you were in that, you did not get stopped out. So if you are not in it and you want to take it, $1.76 is the level that you need to watch and wait for. This mysterious insider whale that's shorting all the time, it's 100% a person that has something to do with Trump, you know, so it's impossible. They announce some news and like 20 minutes before somebody makes a move, you know, so on Hyperliquid. So it cannot be more obvious, to be honest. And this Gareth guy that everybody's claiming he is that insider whale, or he I think came out afterwards and said, yes, it's actually me. I think it's just a front, you know, it is a psyop to make you believe that it's him and basically put you off track. Now, Next coin is SNX. Here, I warned you last time already how crazy this coin can move. It will happen again. It will happen again. That was no coincidence the last time. And look at this here. We are here in a falling wedge. That falling wedge is close to break out here. $1.52 is the level to watch here unless we come back to $1.47. Nothing has changed. Either of the two has to be broke. Yeah, either price action comes back down to $1.47 or we break $1.52. Either one has to be happening here to enter this trade, and then you can trade this all the way up to $1.83 with a stop loss at $1.38 roughly. I have one more. Oh wait, no, I have this actually here on the next tab. So then XRP is another one that you can watch right now. Also here, I have nothing changed on the overall setup. $2.49.5 is the level where I would enter from personally. So another 2% to the upside, and then the target would be $3. Because I can tell you, once Bitcoin starts to decide to completely run here back to the upside and go above $113,000, altcoins gonna explode. They're gonna explode like crazy when Bitcoin can reclaim that range. So, and I'm that confident that I actually bought today, and I did not want to do that, you know, to have that color, but I did something. I bought the Bitcoin color for the new iPhone. So I was not sure if I want that in Bitcoin orange, you know, but I was like, fuck it, you know, bull market is not over. This is a bull market color right now. So everybody will laugh at me when the bear market hits, when I walk around with this. But for now, this is amazing. So yeah. So here with XRP, also on the daily chart, still looks like that we are higher. We are still in a bullish structure. Here's just some a parallel downward sloping channel where we are consolidating in, and once we are reclaiming here the mid-range of $2.64, it will start fly to the upside here. So let me just quickly look. Okay, nothing interesting here. Pump page. I actually thought about this just for fun, you know, so just for fun. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. But I was thinking about that, guys. I'm gonna run again because I have again a lot of other stuff to do. I'm making so much content right now that you're not seeing just yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I need maybe like another week or two to start publishing, but it's coming, guys. And yeah, much more educational than just showing you pure price action and try yeah, to educate you along the way. So be on the lookout for that. Don't forget, guys, I will be back tomorrow. Smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and let's make some money.